Yo, what's up? It's Ameya. I'm a visual artist, content creator, and nail tech, currently based in New York City, where I'm creating sculptural nail art. I'm also a student at the Art Institute of Chicago. So today I'm going to be showing you how to create press-on nails. These are press-on nails that I've created for some clients recently. These are some sculptural nails inspired by cake, and this is a nail set that has a penguin and a koi fish hand. Press-on nails are awesome and super versatile. They're reusable, and you can also get that salon manicure look with only a couple materials at home. With some shipping supplies, you could also very easily start your own press-on nail business and then ship nails to people who don't live near you. So these are called nail forms. They come in a bunch of different sizes. They're made of plastic, and basically they're like the canvas base layer of the nails that we're going to be creating. For this set, we're doing a long square shape, and these numbers I'm pointing at, these are the sizes of the nail forms. If you look down at your hands right now, you'll notice that all of your fingernails are slightly different sizes. So what I'm doing here is I'm holding up the different nail form sizes to try to find the perfect fit. Now remember that your right hand and your left hand actually often are not exactly symmetrical, so make sure to individually size each and every one of your fingernails for this process. Great, so now that we have every single one of our fingers measured, we want to make sure not to change the order of these nail forms. So don't touch them. The next materials that we're going to need is fun tack, which is this silly putty stuff that a lot of people use to not damage their walls when they attach posters. But for nail techs, we use it to attach the nail forms to the press-on nail stands. Now, as you can see here, my press-on nail stands look very ran through, but it's okay because we're just using them to hold the nail forms while we paint them. In this process, as you can see, I'm paying really close attention to the order of the nails that I'm putting them onto the stands. We really want to make sure that the thumbs stay where the thumbs are so that when we design the nails, we know the order that they should be created and then applied to our fingers. The nail forms are made of plastic and they're super smooth, so we need to kind of prepare that surface to make sure that the gel polish can stay on. There's two ways to do this. You can either use a buffing block like I just did there, or you can use a little bit of acetone. Now, if you're going to go the acetone route, make sure to be pretty careful just because it is a volatile material and it does melt stuff. Acetone is the main ingredient for a lot of nail polish removers, so you can also use nail polish remover if it is acetone based. Now, these are my color swatches. I have a lot of them. I'm going to go with this Yves Klein Blue from a gel polish created by my nail school, which is also based in Chicago, A+ Nail School. And you don't need to use gel polish specifically, but if you are using gel polish like me, you're going to need a UV lamp. Mine is from Kiara Sky. This is a professional lamp, so you can also get a much cheaper, affordable lamp that is not for nail tech professionals. So now I'm going to go in with my first coat of gel polish on the nail forms that I've prepped with acetone or a buffing block. And I'm just going to go in and make sure that I have an even coat on all of the nails. I just did one hand and I'm going to go back in and do the other. And I'm going to cure in between those coats with a 60-second cure in the UV lamp. And I'm going to do 2 coats. Now, if you are planning on doing nail art on top of this base coat, it's really important that you have an opaque layer. I usually do 2 coats, but I try not to do more than 2 coats, no matter what, just because then the nail polish starts to build up and it gets really, really thick and bulky. So I find that 2 coats of nail polish, regardless if it's regular air dry polish or gel polish, is kind of the perfect layer amount. After that, I went in with OPI Stay Shiny top coat and I cured that for 60 seconds in the lamp. You don't need to use the same top coat that I did, and make sure that if you're doing air dry polish, use an air dry top coat, and then if you're using gel, use a gel top coat. We're almost done with the press-ons. You can stop here, but I like to go in with a file because the edges are kind of ugly. So as you can see here, I just went in and I file the nail tips of every single nail, and it just kind of gets rid of that this kind of looks a little ugly on the edge, and so I really want a clean, flat, square edge, and I'm holding this file vertically and I'm just going up and down. Usually when people file, they push really, really hard, but this is plastic and a file. You really don't have to go hard at all and just really gently buff the edge of the nail and it will flatten out really quickly. Now I'm taking a larger ball of that fun tack and I'm going in and I'm taking out the fun tack that's attached to the back of the nails. I kind of use it as like a swiping tool, and the tack likes tack and will just naturally come off really easily. As you can see, I'm also working to make sure that I don't lose the order of the nails. So just to recap materials, we're going to need our UV lamp, some fun tack, and we're also going to need press-on nail stands. These are what the stands look like. You can get them from a lot of beauty supply stores or online really easily. We're going to need our gel polish or whatever color that you want to use, a buffer block, and a nail file just to prep the surface and then file down the edges. And then you're going to need some nail forms. The ones that we use for this set is long square, and they're from an awesome brand called Painted Desert. That's my go-to brand for all of my nail forms, and you're also going to need a top coat. In my next video, I'm going to show you how you apply the press-on nails so they last weeks.